There are many spiritual traditions that have the base at their basis, they think that the ego is the source of all problems. There's even a book by Ryan Holiday. It's called "The Ego is the Enemy." IFS takes a different perspective on this. Can you maybe tell us about that?
Yeah, so what he and others would be calling the ego is really just a collection of these manager parts. And they're doing their best. They're stuck in the roles of protecting you in various ways. Some of them become pesky and are the critics who are yelling at you all the time, and others. Uh, and when you get to know them, if you get curious about them and ask why, they'll say, if I don't yell at you, you're not going to achieve anything. You're going to just be lazy, or uh, I want I want to make you not get rejected. So I'm going to yell at you until you work on yourself to look perfect, or uh, I want or I want you to keep a low profile so you don't get hurt again. So I find that yelling at you will keep you down. So, and that's just one class of manager parts. But there are others that keep you in your head all the time and try to figure out the world always, or hyper vigilant, or watching for danger constantly. Uh, there are parts that keep you a little bit out of your body so you don't feel much if something bad happens, and so on. I could go on and on. Some managers are trying to take care of everybody, but they don't let you take care of yourself. So all of that and more are what's called the ego. And spiritual traditions correctly say that gets in the way of really knowing who you are and feeling what I'm calling self. So that's all true. But the problem is then they become the enemy, like you said in the book title. And the traditions are all about trying to achieve ego death, they even call it, or ego dissolution, which just terrifies these poor little managers who are just trying their best to keep you safe. So if instead you were to go to what you think is your ego and get curious about it, and then ask it what it's afraid would happen if it didn't do this all the time, you'd learn what it's protecting. And you would learn that if you could heal what it's protecting, it would change, it would transform. It wouldn't be this pesky critic anymore. It would actually be a kind of cheerleader inside and try to help you in your life. And you wouldn't have to fight with it like it's an enemy anymore at all. You would just embrace it and thank it for its service, like you might the military. So it's a very different idea about what the ego is, and then how to help it not interfere.